no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
The give from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The run from the shotgun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Thomas. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Complete on 3rd down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The give out of the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his feet. And that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Off the RPO, complete. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Most fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. It's a running room. The tag. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Three wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And listen, the defense...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quick Short completion to the right. Oh, a lot of space. Wide open space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run to the right. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Finds a little space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Running to Green. He's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Finds the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Reads it, fires complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Quarterback will keep it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Unloads to the wideout. Nice man! And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here we go on fourth and goal. Ground to cover. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Defense might bring the house here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Bringing the heat. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Shaw. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got the quick pass. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning on the Jets. Running through contact. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They booted away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Ball will bounce out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Got it in the middle. It's off.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. RPO complete to open the drive. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Caught near the sticks. It's Peoples. The Buckeyes have a first down. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Tate.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the right. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over San Diego State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going right to work up top. The sure hands. It's Robinson. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They want to run this quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.